guys, welcome back to another video. So we are finally wrapping up July, and I thought I'd share with you a little recap of the month and how I fared with wearing a lot of my fragrances, a lot of my summertime fragrances. And I think this was a really great month. I had quite a few favorites except for one. One, like I think you can probably tell, like I didn't even really reach for it. Tried a couple new fragrances. New one actually being Ellis Brooklyn's West, which I really enjoyed. I got a little mini dent going on. This is a beautiful, beautiful, honestly, like sexy woody orange. It smells like they squeezed it smells like they squeezed like a fresh orange juice with a really ambery, woody base. So it opens up really bright and really fresh, but as it dries down, it almost it really warms on the skin. And I think it made a great wear for the summertime heat. Honestly, very easy to wear. Not the longest lasting fragrance, even though it is an eau de parfum. And I think it's probably just because of how citrus based it is. It's also it's not a very far projecting scent either, which again, I don't mind wearing during the summertime. I don't really want to be like choked out by my fragrances. So this one is a keeper in my book, and I really enjoyed it. I will say that the longer that I've worn it, I wouldn't say that it's a dupe for California Clementine from Atelier Cologne, which was the original reason why I purchased it. I was looking for something that could have substitute that, because I finished my little travel size and I found out that I don't think they're making Atelier Cologne fragrances in America or shipping it to America. So no, I don't think this is a dupe. It is reminiscent of it. It kind of reminds me of it because of how it's an orange, citrusy, woody fragrance, but I found that Clementine California is sweeter, which I really enjoyed. This one is very unisex and more woody and ambery than Clementine California. But like I said, still enjoyed wearing this. Really great fragrance, great for summertime. Definitely staying in my collection. Speaking of woody citruses, we have the classic Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. I think the dent speaks for itself, how much I enjoy wearing this scent. Classic orange, not orange, lemony, citrusy opening with a very woody, musky dry down. In my book, easy to wear. I know not a lot of people get on with light blue. I personally really enjoy it. I'm interested in trying some of the flankers, but I'll probably wait until I finish out my light blue before I start looking towards the flankers. But yeah, this is great during when we had those heat waves. Like it was like over 90, almost like 103 in some parts of the day. So yeah, really enjoyed wearing light blue. Gardenia and Cardamom is one of my favorite coconutty tropical scent. I feel like this label is really misleading because I don't necessarily get gardenia. I think I get some of the spice from cardamom, but it's not at all a heavy fragrance. I really get a lot of tropical white florals, and if I remember reading the notes, I believe it was ylang ylang. So if anything, I get a lot of the tropical white florals, some wood, and something that reminds me of coconut. Again, I can't for the life of me figure out what it is, but this is a great fragrance. I saw on like Fragrantica that a lot of people say that it reminds them of Tom Ford's Soleil Blanc or Soleil Neige, Soleil Blanc, which I personally have never smelled, but I probably do have other fragrances that are in that similar scent profile. So it's almost like that coconutty, sunscreeny type of perfume. I don't get that type of sunscreen vibe in it. I really just think it's a very, very nice tropical white floral scent that also layers really, really, really good with coconut-based fragrances or body care. Let me show you guys. I was at like a Trader Joe's with my sister one day, and I picked up like this coconut body butter. I was looking for one of the Brazilian coconut or Brazilian nut body butter type things that's supposed to be a dupe for the Charosa 62. Couldn't find it, out of stock, but I picked up this body butter and it smells really, really good. Like this smells like, hold on. This smells like a coconut custard to me. It smells like a coconut custard, like a dessert. And I layered it with the gardenia and cardamom. And I really, really, really enjoyed it. It just kind of amped up that tropical coconut, like summer beach time vibe. And I enjoyed wearing this one. I'm about halfway through my 50 ml bottle. Really, really beautiful fragrance. As you can see, I added, this was a late addition. I forgot to mention that I was going to add Coach the Eau de Toilette to my July tray. This has become a love. Before, like, we started off rocky, but this is now a love in my collection. This is such an easy fragrance to wear. It's fresh, it's floral, it's a little musky, it's very clean, it's put together. It just smells really, really pleasant. This is a dumb reach for me. Like, I'm already halfway through my full-size bottle. I think this was, yeah, the 90 ml. I'm already halfway through it. Because like I said, this is just an easy wear. I like wearing this to work. I like wearing this out. It really performs well in warm weather. It's not overpowering. I actually like this more than the Eau de Parfum, funny enough. And this was honestly going to be a keeper. I'm like thinking, should I repurchase this once I'm finished? But, you know, I'll see how I feel once I finish the bottle. Speaking of pink musky florals, this is Stash Privé by Sarah Jessica Parker. And, you know, despite how much I've worn this fragrance, I'm honestly not too sure how I feel about it. All in all, I think it's okay. Like, I think it's an okay fragrance. Now, I'm not too sure if maybe it's just because I have other fragrances that are in this scent profile, or maybe that I reach more towards, or maybe it's just, you know, compared to other Sarah Jessica Parker fragrances, I felt like this one was a little like ho-hum. Like, it was okay. It's a floral, woody, musky scent. It kind of reminds me of when you walk into like the department store or an Ulta and then you get hit with all of the perfumes at once. You know, it's a very perfumey type of perfume. Something about this kind of reminds me of Chanel's Chance au Tendre, but not, you know, not up to that same caliber. I think it's more so because it has that identity of it being like a floral, musky, woody scent that it reminds me of other fragrances like that. It's not at all a bad perfume. I think for like a celebrity scent, it's okay. For Sarah Jessica Parker, you know, I've smelled better. Especially like one of my favorite ones from her is Lovely, which I find is such a unique fragrance, especially for a celebrity fragrance. But yeah, I only had like the 1 ounce bottle, the 30 ml, and I'm nearly like finished with it, really because it's a very easy fragrance to wear. Like it's not at all about scent. It's very easy. I just wasn't like impressed by it. Um, I definitely wouldn't think this is worth getting a larger size or repurchasing. But it's nice for what it is. Like even in my notes, because I always like make notes on my fragrances when I wear them. I really only wrote like, meh, it's okay for what it is. I was using up this travel size of a Sand and Fog perfume oil. This is Bloom, and this is supposed to be inspired by Marc Jacobs' Oh So Sweet. Marc Jacobs' Daisy Oh So Sweet. And that is exactly what this is. This is a sweet fragrance. This is like candy sweet. Like tooth achingly sweet. When I wore it, and it's really strong too. When I wore it, immediately like my husband in the other room was like, what smells like cotton candy? So it's a really, really strong, it opens up strong, especially for a scent profile like this. But I will say that after like an hour or two, it tones back a little bit, but still is really, really, really sweet. I've worn it by itself. I've worn it layered with the Escada Cherry in Japan. This fragrance is all right. I don't know if it's for me. Like I said, it's very, very sweet. Very, very girly, cute. It's got a whole bunch of fruits in the opening. It's got like strawberry, raspberry, something else. I think bergamot. But honestly, you don't really pick up on any of that. There's some florals in the mid and maybe some musks in the dry down. Like I said, I don't remember too much of the notes, but really all I get is like candy sweet. My husband smelled like cotton candy, and that's exactly what it is. I feel like this title of Bloom, there's nothing floral about this. So, I would say if anybody is not a floral girl and you like, candy sweet fragrances, this is probably for you. But I'll probably just use up this little bit, layer it whenever I can, but probably wouldn't be getting this in a larger size. I did enjoy Cherry in Japan. Worn the crap out of it, if you can see this little dent I have going on. I mostly wear these like body sprays. I'm not expecting like perfume level longevity nor projection. I really just wear this as a quick body spray, quick on the go spritz. I really, really like this. I love smelling it in the bottle. It smells so good. It smells like a really, really nice like cherry blossom shampoo or a cherry blossom lotion. Something in the mid or dry down, I'm gonna blame it on the jasmine. Which is funny because I really do love jasmine, but something in that mid or dry down still doesn't like sit right with me. After like some wear, it goes away, but it gets a little like, I don't know how to put it. It just smells a little like indolic or almost like scratchy. It just doesn't smell like a very clean, like a clean floral note. That's the best way that I'm going to put it. It doesn't smell like a very clean floral note. It gets a little rough in the mid, and then it warms down into like a sweet tonka bean, which I can tolerate. The cherry blossom note in the opening is fairly short-lived. Overall, this fragrance itself, like I said, it's not a long-lasting fragrance. And for like those Escada summer limited editions, I'm not expecting it to be a long-lasting fragrance. Wears well, layers well with other fragrances. I tried layering it with my old Bath and Body Works Mary Cherry Cheer. Worked well. I even tried it with an even older Victoria's Secret Love Spell because I saw it had cherry blossom and peach. Y'all, when I say like, I feel like Love Spell overpowered the cherry in Japan. So once I probably finish up this bottle in however long it takes, I'm not going to be looking out for this. Like I've mentioned before, I think that the summer festival or the summer festival or the sunset festival is a better cherry fragrance than cherry in Japan, for me at least. And someone mentioned that I could probably find it on Joma Shop, so I'll probably check out that. I don't know if you guys are, can peep this massive dent I've got going on with my green tea. This is always a classic to wear. This is an easy, green, clean, fresh, citrusy fragrance. Amazing during summertime. I liked wearing this to work. I wore it to bed. I wore it just for a quick pick-me-up, quick spritz. Honestly, I don't even think I have any more to say about it. I just enjoy wearing green tea. And I absolutely loved wearing L'Eau des by Issey Miyake. You can see, like, I've only got a couple wears left. I damn near drank up this entire fragrance. I fell in love with this fragrance. I've never smelt anything like this. It is a beautiful floral aquatic. It's got notes of melon. It's got rose. It has musky notes. But it's not like a dirty musk. It's a very clean musk. It's a very just beautiful, calming, aquatic scent. And I feel like this type of scent is timeless. It doesn't at all smell dated to me. I feel like this can easily wear like even 10 years from now because it's such a unique style of aquatic perfumes. I'm definitely going to repurchase, like 100%, like no, I'm not even playing, like I'm definitely going to repurchase this fragrance. This was such a love to me, and I would absolutely enjoy having this again in my collection. Miami Glow from J.Lo is another favorite of mine. This is a lovely tropical fruity fragrance. It honestly just smells like a really good like shampoo or like a hair conditioner. I wrote that in my notes too. Something about this reminds me of those Maui Moisture shampoos and conditioners from back in the day. I used to use that when I was like transitioning from being relaxed to natural hair. So that's what it honestly reminds me of. And I thoroughly enjoy wearing this fragrance. Wore it to the beach, wore it when I'm going out to a barbecue. This was just a fun fragrance to wear. It's clean, it's slightly sweet, it's tropical, it's just an easy wear. And last but not least, my disappointing fragrance of the month, and that was Pure Grace Summer Moments. I don't know what happened. I feel like this just did not work at all on my skin. It's a very sharp fragrance. It opens up with lemons and bergamots, but I feel like that combined with like the alcohol and the perfume, it just comes off really, really sharp and almost headache inducing to me. I get hit with a blast of like lemon cleaner alcohol. And then I don't really get anything else after it. I don't get a lot of the floral or woody notes in this. I feel like for a summer fragrance, it's certainly a very clean fragrance. I will say that. It's a very clean fragrance, especially it being a flanker for Pure Grace. But I really enjoy the original Pure Grace. I enjoy that one much more than this one. I don't think that I will be wearing this more. I only wore it once or twice, But even so, like I said, it just opens up so sharp, like so fresh that it's almost jarring. It kind of reminds me of sunscreen, but like that sporty type sunscreen. And it's not bad. I think it does wear great in the heat, the high heat, because of how fresh and clean this fragrance is. But I have other summertime perfumes that I think I reach more towards. And even from the Philosophy fragrance, you know, I really like the tropical, what is that one called again? Oh, the tropical summer flanker from Pure Grace. I like that flanker more than this one. So maybe I'll just, you know, rehome this one, or maybe touch base with it in like the next time I wear it. I have to see. But that's everything for July. Like I said, had a bunch of hits. Except for one fragrance. Can't wait to share with you guys what I'm planning for August. Honestly, I think I'm gonna dabble a little bit more with some of my fruity tropical fragrances, some clean fragrances. Summertime is like an easy month for me because I have so many fresh florals that it's easy for me to pick and choose. But yeah, give this video a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to. I always appreciate it. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.